Hi, so I made my very first therapist website. I'm gonna show you right now and talk about the behind the scenes of making this website, the cost, and just basically my experience. Before I show you my real website, I'm gonna show you what I did for school. So in school, we had a class where our final project was to make a website. So this is what that looks like. Here we go. This is the home page. This is a landing page. Wow. It's very simple. I have 3 pages: services, about, contact, then my landing page, which has nothing else on it. Okay, so we're done with this. We're gonna go back to what my actual website looks like now. Okay, this is what it looks like. It looks so much better, right? Yes, it does. So I focused it more on Gestalt. Like, I think my wording, like here, awareness, connection, authenticity, that's like kind of Gestalty. And, therapy starts with awareness. That's so Gestalt focused. So I definitely went through and made sure that this had more of a Gestalt lens because that is the way that I do therapy. And I'm honestly not done because I want to go through it again to make sure I'm specifying that I do work with mixed Asian Americans frequently. And so I kind of want to make that clear in my website because that's kind of the way that I'm positioning myself on Psychology Today. But anyways, this is the landing page, Therapy with Emily. I think it's a trend to have your website be called Therapy with insert first name. Okay, anyways, and then these are the services. Individual adult therapy, I do child and teen therapy, and then couples therapy. So I have a little blurb. Again, it's like pretty Gestalt-y. Like, let's say, rather than focusing on the why, we explore the what and the how. Also, literally almost word for word what my professor said in my Gestalt class. So again, I'm not making it so basic that like it sounds like every therapist website, because why would you pick me as a therapist? So, and then I decided I want to try this like scheduling app. I'm sure you've seen it on other websites, but I'm surprised that I don't see this on therapist websites that make it so easy to book a consultation or an intake or a consultation. So I've decided to put this on my website, and hopefully we'll see if I like it. And then I also have my About Me. This part I think is like pretty similar to my Psychology Today. And that's my landing page. And then again, I have 3 pages: services, about, and contact. So my services, I go more in depth. Look at all these pictures. So many more pictures than my first website. So I go a little bit more in depth on all the services that I have, and I also put the prices on here. And then you can also click book here, and then again, routing you to want to book a consultation call. And then in my about, what's different is I sectioned it off. Well, first, picture, great picture. Look at me. This is what I look like when I'm your therapist. I'm sitting on a couch. Okay, so anyways, I've sectioned it off to what you can expect working with me, a little bit more about me, and then how we can connect. And then lastly, contact me. You can like fill this message out in case somebody has a question and they can reach out to me. The biggest difference, what made it so much easier and made it so much more like professional looking, is I use a template that Squarespace, a template that Squarespace provided, and I highly recommend doing that because unless you build websites, like your website might look as janky as that first one I showed you if you just do it from scratch. And I love that I didn't put all these like book now, like click here to book a complimentary chat. I didn't put all of that in there. It was already in there, and I was like, this makes a lot of sense why this button is here right now. So I highly recommend these like automated or like these templates, because it works. It looks much better. And then, yes, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the cost. So Squarespace, I think a lot of YouTubers have their discount code. So I use some random person's discount code, and I think it's like $23 a month. And then on top of that, the scheduling part that I showed you, yes, this appointment feature is an extra $16 per month. So as a total, what did I say? 23 plus 16, $39 per month for my website. Yeah, that's another fee. So many monthly fees when it comes to setting up your practice. But anyways, this is what my therapist website looks like. Let me know if you have any questions, or honestly, if you have advice on how I can make this website better for those of you that have already created a website. And then for those of you that are looking at this, think like, transitioning to being a therapist and you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I would put on my website. It's okay. I literally just figured this out probably like a couple months ago, that this was the way I wanted to market myself. I was not thinking about this that much in school. In school, I didn't know what kind of therapist I was going to be. And before I went to school, no idea that I wanted to become a Gestalt therapist, no idea what Gestalt was. So if you're looking at this and you're like thinking about transitioning to being a therapist, and you're like, I have no idea how I would market myself when I come to this stage, don't worry. You're gonna figure it out. That's just like part of the transition, is like figuring out what kind of therapist you are. So it'll be okay. You're gonna make a beautiful website and it's gonna be amazing. So fear not. And best of luck with your transition to being a therapist. Bye.